Whoa, turns out I have to say this to not get into any legal trouble, but disclaimer, what you're about to see is not investment advice, this is just my personal opinion. Now, let's get into it. What's up, Glads, and welcome back to Gladiators Tennis, and today's topic to discuss is going to be FANtium, a platform that allows you to invest in professional tennis players in exchange for a percentage of their prize money, and why I think that it might be the platform that will introduce us to the next Serena Williams or Novak Djokovic. I have already briefly covered FANtium in one of my previous videos and went over how you can invest in the highest performing tennis players such as Alexander Bublik and Dominic Thiem, but in this video I would like to go into more detail on the other investment opportunity that FANtium is offering us, and that is to invest in young, aspiring WTA and ATP players. Those who are off to a really good start and showing great results, but just need that one financial push to get up to the top. I will talk a bit more about what FANtium is, how all these upcoming pros can benefit from it, also how you as a fan can benefit from investing in your favorite sport, and I will take you through the process of purchasing a token so you can see just how easy it is. As you've probably learned from my recent Dubai trip, life of a successful professional tennis player with a couple of titles in their pocket is a pretty chill one. Well, if you can call traveling to a new country every single week, having to sometimes cross continents in several time zones, and then having to play 5-set matches chill. But in terms of cash, these guys are covered. Now, as you might know from our Gladiators on Tour series, there's quite a bit of a journey until you get to where those guys are, and that journey is very far from being a relaxing one, mainly due to the fact that the prize money that a player wins, even in case of taking the entire title, 90% of the times doesn't even cover the costs of traveling to that tournament, and it's one of the reasons why very many very talented and promising tennis players had to give up their dream simply because they don't have the money. And FANtium is here to try to solve this. They help all these tennis players raise money to train at the highest possible level, travel to all the tournaments they want to participate in, hire all the coaches and physios needed to fight their way to the top without money being a factor that prevents them from achieving their dream. And I'm very grateful to them for doing that, because I've been through the struggle of the beginner pro tour and I'm kind of currently in it, and I wish that FANtium was a thing back when I was just starting, because who knows, maybe you'd see me play Daniel Medvedev on that tournament in Dubai and not just warm him up. But hey, this one is not about me, and rather about the new talents that FANtium is introducing. And today I will be explaining FANtium using their latest signed talent, Darja as an example. So this is how it works. Unlike with the big pros, where you invest to get a percentage of their seasonal, so 1 year's earnings, with the talents you invest in their career for the next 5 to up to 10 years. Meaning, well, you'll be getting a percentage of their prize money at the end of every year for up to 10 years since the moment they first break into the top 150 ATP or WTA. This is how the payouts work. Once the talent has reached that sweet top 150 mark, they start sharing 10% of their prize money with FANtium. That is then split into tokens ranging from bronze to silver to gold. The higher the tier of the token, the higher is the percentage of the prize money that the holder of that token receives, and the more exciting are the perks that come with it. More on that later. As the talents progress in their career and rise higher up in the ranking, the percentage shared with the fans or investors decreases. Reaching the top 100 makes it 8%, and when they get to the top 50, it becomes 5%. And you might be like, Grish, why is the percentage decreasing? Well, because the prize money is increasing dramatically. Let's take Thiem's career for example, and pretend like FANtium was a thing back when he was just starting out. The first time he made the top 150 was in 2013. That will be the year of our first payout. In this case, 10% of Thiem's prize money would go to the fans. Next year, Thiem decides to completely skip the step of entering top 100 and right away breaks into the top 50 by the end of 2014. And as we all know, he stays there for quite a while. Because he stays in the top 50 for quite a while, the percentage maintains at 5%. But as we all know, players in the top 50 do pretty well when it comes to prize money. Now let's do the quick hypothetical maths. If we were to invest in Thiem back then and purchase the golden token, we would have made 1.99914% of 762,240 minus the price of the token, which is 2,000. That is $13,239, which is, well, 6.5 times the investment, which is not bad if you ask me. But guys, again, this is hypothetical. We can't go back in time and do that. What we can do, however, is think about the future. So let's take a look at Darja once again. Just recently, last weekend, she took the title in Prague, defeating Jessica Bozas-Monteiro in 3 sets. By the way, Darja, if you're watching this, congratulations, well done. Her highest ranking has been 182, and all that at the age of 20. What am I doing with my life? Anyways, if we invest in Darja now, as soon as she breaks into the top 150, the payouts start. Now, The player might never make it in the top 150 because, tennis is a very unpredictable sport sometimes when it comes to that. In this case, the payouts never start and you lose your investment. And even though in Darja's case it is almost impossible that she doesn't make it, at least in my opinion, it is still something you should always keep in mind. But yes, once she reaches the top 150, she starts sharing her prize money with FANtium, and in her case, that will be happening for the next 7 years. The payouts happen at the end of each year, and the percentage of the payout is determined by the year-end ranking, meaning that if she starts the year being world number 50 but ends it being world number 150, the percentage is going to be 10 based on the 150 ranking, and the opposite is true. If she starts the year being world number 150 but ends it being 50, the percentage is going to be 5 based on the 50 ranking. Am I explaining myself so far? From that percentage, we as investors would take a certain amount, which would be determined by the amount and the tier of the tokens that we own, which ranges from bronze, where the percentage is 0.099, all the way up to gold, where it falls just shy of 2%. Here is a hypothetical payout scenario based on the history of Petra Kvitova, Elise Mertens, and Alice Cornet over a 7-year time period. Oh, and I forgot to mention the perks that come together with Darja's tokens. Those include access to private chat with her and her team, season end call Q&A, and tickets to the major WTA tournaments, because whenever she participates in a big tournament, she's got a certain amount of tickets that she can share with her investors or fans. So all of this sounds sweet, and considering that Darja is doing insane right now, especially judging by her latest results, let's go on and buy her bronze token. This way I can walk you glads through the process of doing that so you can see just how easy it is. There will be a link in the description of this video that you're going to want to press to get to this page. This is Darja's page on FANtium, and the first thing you're going to want to do is create an account, so we click sign in. Next we're going to press sign in with socials, and in this case I'll be using Google, so continue with Google. This action will take you to your usual Google sign in page, and I'm sure you've done this hundreds of times, so not going to walk you through that. But once you've done that, it'll ask you if you want to enable two-factor authentication. For the purposes of making this video quick, I'm not going to set it up, but it is highly advisable to do so. So once you've done that, a pop-up window will appear asking you for your permission. You press continue. Here you're basically asked for permission to create a wallet where you will store your funds to purchase the tokens. You just go ahead and click confirm. And that's pretty much it. Your account has been created, so now let's go ahead and buy the token. At this point, FANtium was going to ask you for some additional personal info just to finish creating your account. Nothing crazy here. Check the box declaring that the information provided is true and correct, and press confirm. After doing that, you're going to be directed to the purchase overview page, where you're going to want to choose the wallet you want to use to buy the tokens. In this case, we only have one, so that's the one we choose. After we press continue, it's not going to allow us to buy the token yet because the wallet is pretty much empty, so we're going to want to top up the wallet. If you're using Safari as your browser, this message might pop up. In this case, you're going to want to press on Safari, Preferences, and just make sure that this box is not checked. Next, you press top up. Choose the amount of money you'd like to top up your wallet with. After providing some personal info and adding your credit card to top up the wallet, you should be done. And at this point, we should get all 4 ticks that everything is good and we're able to buy the token. We press continue. Then FANtium is going to ask for several more permissions. As you might have noticed, it's not an independent child, always asking permissions to do absolutely anything. Press confirm. Go to step 2, tick the box confirming that you're buying the token for yourself, as well as that you've read all of the agreements, and press buy token. Once again, another permission, confirm, and congratulations, we bought ourselves Darja's bronze token. It will appear on your dashboard together with any other token that you've purchased before. So there you have it. And I know that it's pretty easy to get carried away with the thoughts of what kind of benefits FANtium can bring you as an investor, but there is something huge to add on top of that. You get the chance to play a role in the formation of a potential future Rafael Nadal or Serena Williams. FANtium is going to be launching more talents in the future, and no matter who you invest in, they'll be endlessly grateful to you for making their dream come true. Because as sad as it might sound, most of the players on the tour don't get that chance. Glads, if this video made you a little bit curious about FANtium, feel absolutely free to check out the link in the description below, where you will find all the info you need to start. I would love to hear your thoughts on FANtium and just this video in general, because it's a different type of content that we usually do on this channel. But yeah, feel absolutely free to leave any comments below, because I read all of them, just so you know. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.